So today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. We're going to be discussing two very important subjects. Number one, what does investing really mean? Because I feel as though a lot of you guys in the cryptocurrency space do not know the meaning of investing. And then number two, to piggyback off of that, to elaborate further on that first term, what does it take to actually be a successful investor in this space? All that coming up in this episode of Francis Dune Uncensored. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys don't know the meaning of investing. Most of you guys don't. I put money into this coin and okay, cool, I invested. I see a lot of people got caught up in the last bear market where this notion of, okay, I'm going to put my money into this and that's investing. And then when they saw the gains go up and then they saw the gains come down, they're like, oh, well, what happened? Oh, shit. Okay, what happened? Okay, what happened? You guys don't know how to be opportunists. It's called getting married to a fucking project. And I know about y'all. I'm already in one marriage, bro. And I'm good. I don't need a second wife, okay? One is good enough for me. It's already a headache, all right? That's one half of the actual equation. The second half of that equation is, you know what? Is actually taking your fucking profits, guys. You guys don't know the meaning of investing. Most of you guys don't. Francis Dune Uncensored. Welcome back to yet another video. If you're new here, my name is Francis Dune, and on my channel, I tell you the things that you need to hear, and not necessarily the things that you want to hear. We don't like to sell you guys any sort of fantasies or fairy tales. We like to position you guys with facts and truth so you could actually be successful in this competitive space we know as cryptocurrency. So do like, do subscribe, hit the bell notification button, and let's get on with the content. So, you know, guys, I've actually been in this space full time for the past 6 years. Crazy how time flies. And, you know, I've seen some highs, I've seen some lows, but for the most part, I've been pretty damn profitable because I have learned from my mistakes. And in this video, I really want to share with you guys what I have learned in this freaking competitive, evolving, just forever changing industry, right? We know that technology is something that forever evolves. Cryptocurrency is like that times 10, okay? There's always something new to take advantage of, but you better be quick with it because that might just die down. So, number one, I really want to discuss with you guys what exactly is investing. What does the word investing actually mean? And some of you might think you know what it is. You might go to like Google, go to Investopedia and Google what is investing, and they tell you what investing 101 is, but you guys still got it wrong. So let me clear this up for you, and I'll break it down for you in a conversational way. So number one, investing is when you will take some of your money and you put it into a particular asset, right? And a lot of people think that oh, well, that's it. I just invest into something, I'm going to the moon, and I'm going to make money off of this. All right, cool. Let me set it and forget it. No, that's not how investing works. Investing means you got to know why you put your money into that, number one. Number two, are you following that particular investment or project in this instance of what they're doing, and what led you to believe that you're going to make money off of that? That's the first thing. Why? Ask your question. Why did I invest? Is it because I saw something in this project that's different, or it's going to actually solve a problem? Or is it because a lot of people are talking about it? Or because it's so it must moon? Or is it because, you know, a lot of, what are the commonalities of people and how they feel in the space is because they look at, oh, community driven. Don't get me wrong, community is very important, but it's not the first thing you look for when you're investing into this space, okay? So number one, first, identify why you invested into this and make sure that how the reasoning behind that is concrete and is not based off of hyperbole or he said, she said. You're going to find yourself very disappointed in the end. Number two, the second part of what investing actually means, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Well, for you to invest into something, you are looking for some future sort of like ROI, return on your investment, right? Well, what does that entail? In order for you to get an ROI, it's not just that I put money into this coin and okay, cool, I invested. That's one half of the actual equation. The second half of that equation is, you know what? Is actually taking your fucking profits, guys. I see this mistake time and time again where people think, okay, well, I threw my money into this project, so I'm going to go to the moon now. Well, if you're going to go to the moon now and that project does, say, whatever it does, a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 500x, good for you. But shame on you if you didn't actually cash out. So investing is when you put your money into something with the hope of it gives you a return, but you also need to sell that asset to get that return, okay? I see a lot of people got caught up in the last bear market where this notion of, okay, I'm going to put my money into this and that's investing. And then when they saw the gains go up and then they saw the gains come down, they're like, oh, well, what happened? Oh, shit. Okay, well, it's going to go back up. And then they get caught up in this notion of, oh, it's going to go back up. It's going to go back up. And they're waiting forever for that particular thing to go back up. And there's not many of these projects that are actually going to go back up, okay? This space is forever changing. It's evolving. It's competitive. What was in yesterday may not be in today. So that's the truth, guys. And I'll reiterate that. So investing entails you putting your money into an asset, for example, a cryptocurrency project, and hoping that it goes up. And if you get that first half right, don't think that's the end of it. The second half now is you best be taking profits, or else it's not called investing. It's called getting married to a fucking project. And I don't know about y'all, I'm already in one marriage, bro. And I'm good. I don't need a second wife, okay? One is good enough for me. It's already a headache, all right? So I don't get married to projects. I invest into projects, and I bank my damn coin. Okay, cool. So now that we know what that actually means, let's carry on to my next subject that I really need to speak about is, since we've established what investing really means, what it really means, let's talk about what it takes for you to be successful as an investor. So to be a successful investor, in my experience, by the way, I'm only speaking my experience with my 6 years being in crypto full time. And it's one of the most, volatile spaces to be in, which means I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot happen in this space, okay? And I'm sure I can learn from other people, but I'm just sharing with you guys what I have learned, okay? So this is what I have learned. You need to be an opportunist in this space, okay? If you look at any successful venture capitalist firm, what do? If they're going to invest into Microsoft, do you think they'll just only hodl Microsoft and they turn their profile picture into Microsoft logo and they're wearing Microsoft t-shirts and they're saying Microsoft to the moon all the time for like the next 10 years? No, of course not. What they are doing, however, is they're trying to seek out opportunities in all different industries because they are opportunists. So you need to be an opportunist and not just be bounded by one particular thing. And don't get me wrong, I used to be a fanboy back in 2018 for all kinds of projects, but I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson because I saw other, areas in the field of crypto, other niches started to take off. And I seen my friends were talking about it back in 2018. I was like, oh, nah, bro, I'm here, man. This thing is going to do it. And I learned my mistake. I need to diversify. I need to seek out other opportunities because there's always other opportunities. For example, I was talking to this guy just yesterday and he was telling me, hey, so what are you really doing right now? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm into pulse chain full blown. I got the Bitcoin ordinals happening right now. Bitcoin has a new use case and he didn't even know about that. This guy didn't even know about that. Like, Bitcoin now, we could store data files on top of it. And if you don't know about something, how could you take advantage and capitalize and get a piece of that market share? It's all about getting a piece of the market share in that particular industry and niche. And people think crypto is broad, it's just one thing. It's like a million things in one. And if it's a million things in one, there's a million ways to make money in crypto. And if you're bounded by just one thing, you're leaving a lot of food on the table and you're not really going to take the most advantage of your situation, okay? So be an opportunist. Again, when you look at VC firms, man, they're into retail, they're going into technology, they're going into cosmetics, they're going to aerospace, they're going into wherever the opportunity is. And that's what you guys need to do as well, ladies and gentlemen. That's my humbled advice, and it's very simple. Don't try to complicate it with all these other things. Try to block out the noise. Also, get your own experience. That's another thing we need to talk about. Since we know what investing actually means, okay, and now you know what it takes to be a great investor by being an opportunist and not limiting yourself to one particular, percent of that makes up the entire market or the industry in crypto. Well, what else is left? Well, you need experience on your own, okay? Once you have experience, guys, you know what that does? That actually gives you the know-how because you've been through something that did good for you, or maybe you've been through something that did bad for you, and you can elaborate off that and you can analyze that. When you got skin in the game and you're playing with money, you're investing. Whether you lost, you get a lot of information out of those losses. Whether you win, you got some information out of that too. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Be level-headed and analyze what happened with this particular investment. Why was it great? Did I get lucky, or did I make a right move because X, Y, and Z? Okay, well, why did it fail? What happened here? where the project owners are lazy? Was the technology just like outdated in terms of like what they were trying to develop? What took too long? You know, what happened here, right? And then you take note of that. This is what I did. I put it in my notebook, and then I looked at those notes every now and then I went for the next one, and I went for the next one, and sure enough, here I am sitting, working when I want to work. Really, you know, I can do whatever the hell I want based off of that. And when you got money kind of working for you, and then you can build businesses on top of this blockchain, bro, and you're getting like, you know, the goal for me is to, you know, capital gains, and people hate it when I use that word, but capital gains can only take you so far. You know, you can have like, say, projects at Moon and do all these wonderful things, but that's great and all, but money always goes away if you do not know how to manage your funds. And how do you know how to manage funds? You get skin in the game, you get experience, and you lose some money before you know how to actually manage it, okay? Asset managing is a skill that you need to learn through experience. Watching tons of YouTube videos is not going to teach you that shit, okay? Actually, you know, doing the hard work and investing and learning it the hard way is going to teach you how to be a great asset manager. And that's the truth, ladies and gentlemen, okay, guys? So I hope this video makes sense. I could go on and on and on. Maybe I'll do a live stream. I'll take some questions. But you guys don't know the meaning of investing. Most of you guys don't, okay? And then furthermore, you guys don't know how to be opportunists, okay? To really multiply your gains and not just add it with one or two things that you may like. You know, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of shit out there, but you need to like weave through it, you know, take your comb and filter it out, and you'll find some gems out there as well. And lastly, you need to get that experience under your belt, and the only way you do that is not by watching YouTube videos, but it's by actually getting skin in the game, learn the hard way, learning the good way, which is positive investments, and then you'll be a better overall investor, especially in this damn space. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and you know, there ain't really much to say other than until the next one, you're on your own. Later. Francis Dune, Uncensored.